I'm on a hit list of a few divas. They see me dripping with Rich the Kid, yeah, that new freezer. All we got is us, Lou Peter. New visa for the two-seaters. Same year like the new feeders. Drippy like the youth readers, the youth leaders, the proof feeders. 750 boosts, I ain't talking about the new Adidas. Them signs is popping, dimes are dropping, we diamond shopping, we island hopping. From St. John's to St. Thomas, a good wife, living a good life, that's what they can't promise. For more than 4 summers, I was Mr. Whoremonger, who the horse hunger, laying more lumber than Hackshaw, Jim Duggan doing tour numbers. If you wanna have a good life, then you gotta have a good wife. Good wife, if you wanna have a good life, then you gotta have a good wife. Good wife, if you wanna have a good life, then you gotta have a good wife. Good wife, if you wanna have a good life, then you gotta have a good wife. Good wife. Yeah. You the ground for the seed. Promise I'm down to be around when you need. I ain't the king without the crown for the queen. I made a vow when I was proud, she agreed. Got me down on my knees. Get you a ring and then a house with a deed. 40 acres of land surrounded with trees. We could turn the jungle to a town if we breathe. Lay you down and conceive. I'm the 1, she the 2, we made it 3. This is real, this ain't a dream, I make believe. You got the lock, I got the keys, I'll set you free. You got me thinking the heavens that you were sent to me. You be pleasing me physically, even mentally. You got the flavor, ingredients in the recipe. Only place you belong is sitting next to me. Cause I was made to be yours and this is destiny. If you wanna have a good life, then you gotta have a good wife. Good wife, if you wanna have a good life, then you gotta have a good wife. Good wife, if you wanna have a good life, then you gotta have a good wife. Good wife, if you wanna have a good life, then you gotta have a good wife.
The intention is boom, the vibe is dynamic, seen the way that I move. You think you can handle it? What's your fantasy? What's your plan with me? Rubbing on my nipples, he was giving me energy. Kundalini rituals before the king entered me. Boom, activated in his eyes, I could clearly see. Pranayama deep strokes, my God, he be healing me. I just want to build and establish a legacy. Open conversations and no spaces for jealousy. It's alchemical therapy. Soon as you next to me, we a beautiful recipe. This especially destiny. When I see you, I see God. I see God.
To this day.
Yes, indeed. Yes, indeed. Yes, indeed. All right. There you have it. That is Good Wife off of the Red Summer album. Make sure y'all go and pick that up. That's right there, redsummermerch.com. Yeah, I'm talking about. Go get your album. Go get your Red Summer album. You know what I'm talking about? We got a whole new batch right here. And we're gonna start signing them too. I didn't open that up. I usually do that in person, but we're gonna put that on the site where we're gonna have signed copies because people have been hitting me up, asking me about the autograph and whatnot. So yeah. All right, y'all. Welcome to another episode of Third Eye Thursdays. This is your host, Brother Red Pill, one half of the Twin Pillars. And yeah, we're gonna be doing an infomercial tonight because I'm not gonna be on for very long because I got a 9 p.m. lecture. So I'm here to build with y'all and to pull up. Is the Good Wife video out? Nah, not yet. Yeah, not yet. I've been kind of slow on the videos. I'm gonna keep it 1,000 with you. You know what I'm talking about? The summer. Where's the summer at? I would like to ask somebody, what the fuck happened to the summer? Like, where is the summer? Because where I'm at, it's just been raining and whatnot. It's like you get sunny days here and there, but to be honest with you, you know, it's flooded in China and whatnot. I'm like, shit, it's flooding in the hood, my nigga, because it's been raining a lot. Is it too late to register? You already know it's never too late to register. We got registration open up until 11 o'clock. When you niggas finish watching, listening to the Kanye album, pull up. You feel me? The registration is open. The link is in the description. You know, we like to keep it open because we definitely have a lot of people who pull up last minute and whatnot. They hear about it on the socials. You know what I'm saying? And sometimes you just forget, oh, damn, Thursday is here already. Shit like that. So I'm here to remind the family that we are here in the building, 9 p.m. on Zoom, right? Why Zoom? Mainly because YouTube, I think Zoom is monitored as well, but not to the extent YouTube is monitored. If I did one of my lectures on YouTube, I wouldn't have a channel the next day. You feel me? I wouldn't have a channel the next day because they would take these channels from me. You know what I mean? Like they have algorithms right now. If you say certain words, it'll alert the sentinels, and then the sentinels will come creeping and will come and get your boy. You know what I'm talking about? They will come and get your boy. You know what I mean? So when we got that smoke, when we want to talk that talk, and when we want to talk about the jab and other things, we got to take it off the networks. We have to take it off the platforms, and we have to take it into a safe space. So right now, that safe space is Zoom, and 9 p.m. Eastern. That's Eastern Coast time. That means in like 40 something minutes, we're gonna be blasting off. Me and my brother, my twin brother, Blue Pill. Some people don't even know I got a twin. That's interesting. Me and Blue Pill will be blasting off, and we will be presenting the evolution will be digitized slash emancipation ain't free. And you know that's a double entendre because what I'm saying or what we're saying is, you know, we just got out of this whole Juneteenth Emancipation Proclamation malarkey, and niggas think that they free. I don't know what the hell emancipation is. I never, you know what I mean? Like, that's not freedom, my nigga. And it's not freedom, and it ain't free. Meaning that you gotta get your ones up. If you even talking about niggas talking about freedom ain't free, if you niggas even want to be emancipated, you still need to get your ones up. You need to get your coins up. You need to get your assets up. So one half of the presentation, I'm going to be presenting information and updates about the metaverse, right? About the DeFi, decentralized finance, about cryptocurrency, because nobody's talking about that right now. And that's cool because it's somewhat in a bear market. But I'm going to show you tonight that although nobody is talking about it in the media, it has gone on a campaign because remember, the media is somewhat responsible for telling you niggas if the sky is blue or is it red. They've been in a position to just lie, and they've been in a position to put the people in fear mongering and whatnot. And a lot of people been listening to them. And as a result of that, they're not investing themselves anymore into the metaverse, you know, because they thought that this whole thing was only about Bitcoin and Ethereum. They don't understand the layers. They don't understand what blockchain is. They don't understand what DeFi is. They don't understand what the DAO is. They have no idea about all of the intricate layers that they don't know what the metaverse is. So while people are sleeping, that's the best time to build your castle. So I'm going to come through tonight and I'm going to provide some bricks for those castle builders that are out there. And then Blue Pill he's going to pull up and he's going to give you what Blue Pill always give you, Mr. Law 44, Mr. Metaphysics and Decoder and whatnot. And he's going to talk about aspects of, you know, what's been going on in the news and things of that nature, dealing with the emancipation of a people who, to be honest with you, we don't even know. We don't even know why we are in the place of we don't even know why we are in the situation. We don't even know what the fuck is really going on with our people. Let me explain to you. There's this thing going on in dealing with critical race theory, right? And critical race theory, although it's a theory, it evolves and it comes out of the scientific field. It was something that was brought up. It was some scientists that came about 30 years ago, and what they were saying is that race is a construct. Race is a theory, and I've said that before. Race is a theory. There's no such thing as race. I don't want to burst nobody's bubble. There's no such thing as race. It's a theory. Keep in mind, when you do the research, what is known as the white race And the black race is a modern day construct. It is a social construct that was created in the 1800s. Prior to that, people was not identifying themselves by colors. People was not identifying. They didn't have black versus white because that wasn't even a fucking construct. That didn't exist. And it's hard. It is difficult. It's giving me gray hairs to try to teach the people that because we have been heavily indoctrinated. The Jesuits got you niggas for the first 7 years. They got me too. They got us. They rocked us to sleep. If you was born in the 60s, it was worse. If you was born in the 70s, it was worser. If you was born in the 80s, it was worse and worse. If you was born in the 90s, it was a wrap. If you was born in the 2000s, forget about it, my niggas. You was fully indoctrinated. They was giving you the MLK, civil rights, all of that shit. And you was born in hip hop. You was born into the a real, you was born into the frequency. Let's just say that, because I don't want to talk down to the culture and whatnot. You was just born into the frequency. People that were born in the 60s, people that were born in the 50s, they were born in a day and time when niggas was not called black. You know what I mean? When they understood certain things, they were able to see Martin Luther King, MLK, and the Panthers. They saw the rise of these people. They saw the rise of certain things. They had their nanas and their go-go's or whoever in their ear giving them information that they needed. We not no Africans. Why we don't listen to our grandmamas? They were trying to give us the wisdom. And no offense to any people out there that are African or who come from the continent. And I'm not painting everybody with a broad brush by saying we're all not from Africa. What we're saying is we have to be mature enough to sit our black asses down, our melanated, our carbonated, whatever you want to call it. We need to sit down and we need to be patient and remove emotions and have a conversation about what the fuck happened in the last 1,000 some odd years. Because everything that they told us is a lie. I promise you, everything that they told us is a lie. From we running around identifying as slaves. That's the illest spell that we've had casted on ourselves. You is not a slave. If you are anything, it is a prisoner of war. If you are anything, it's enslaved. You not Yugoslavian. You not Yugoslavian. You not Slovakian. Those was the slaves. And you got, tell this to your white allies. Hold on. Tweet this to your white allies. Hold on, sis. Wake that nigga up. Bro, homie, with the photo shoot, the wedding photo shoot where you a slave and whatnot. Yeah, go and tap Becky. Wake her up. They sicker than us. We need the truth, but they need it too because they was the slaves. Imagine you imagine you pulling up with the testicular fortitude and telling your boss, your Snow King, to his face, nigga, you a slave.
To this day.
You the slave.
To this day.
You the slave. You was in chains. You was in chains in Europe, nigga. You was on your knees. You was the chattel. Fuck is you talking about? They flipped the script. This is Trading Places. Let me use this analogy. This is how sick we are. Just think about this. All right. Imagine you was in Alaska. And there was people from the continent of India. There was in Alaska, right? Who have subdued the Eskimos and had the Eskimos thinking that they came from India. And then the Indians was calling themselves Alaska, and the Eskimos was like, you niggas is Alaskan. Do you see how absurd that shit looks? That's the same thing that's going on in America where niggas is calling Europeans Americans. How, Sway? How could they be? What makes them an American? Where? When you do the research and you realize that, wait a minute, how are these Americans? How are these even white people? And they just came up with the title white in the 1800s. So going back to what I was saying about critical race theory is the new hot button topic that triggers white fragility. That's all that it is. They come up with a new word every year. It's the new trigger word to get white fragility, to get these fragile, inferior people in their bag. And what did they do? It's a Hegelian dialect. What do you mean by Hegelian dialect? What it is they're utilizing this problem to bring about a solution. What's the solution? The solution is they're going to say, no, we don't want critical race theory. So we're going to vote. We're going to vote to take critical race theories. You know what I mean? We're going to vote against critical race theories coming into our school. And what do they wind up doing? They wind up passing all of these new mandates, like in Texas, to whereas they like, yo, we not going to teach that the KKK was a terroristic organization. We're not even going to teach you that slavery was bad. We're not going to teach about MLK. We're not going to teach about some other things. This is it's a catch-22, but at the end of the day, it's kind of good because the shit that they was telling you was a lie anyway. The MLK narrative was a lie. They didn't give you the whole. You don't even know that nigga's name is Michael. They didn't give you the whole rundown on MLK. They just give you a sanitized version of MLK. You niggas never was introduced to militant MLK. You was never introduced to Two Americas MLK. You don't even know that MLK had a gun to bust. You don't even know about the people that was around MLK that was funding him that was on the other side. You feel what I'm saying? So the MLK narrative, that shit is false anyway. So if they not teaching the babies the MLK, you know what? I'll teach them. They'll learn somehow, some way. You know what I'm talking about? But if they're going to learn about MLK, they're going to learn about Stokely Carmichael. They're going to learn about they're going to learn about Malcolm X, and they're going to learn about El Malik Shabazz, and they're going to learn about Detroit Red. Nigga, the fuck you talking about? They're going to learn about all of the iterations of that man. They're going to learn about Elijah. They're going to learn about a whole bunch of people. So, yeah, they're going to also learn that MLK lighted some white Poontang. You know what I'm talking about? He was lighting them Becky's up. That's what I'll teach my son. I already taught my son that. I'll teach the rest of my children that. I have no problem. They're going to learn it all. But what they're taking out of the schools in Texas, it's going to trickle down, and you're going to see it pop up in all of the red states and whatnot. But then in Illinois, they passed a mandate that it's mandatory that they teach our children Asian history. Like Asian history, right? So it's a Hegelian dialect. This whole critical CRT, critical race theory, it's a Trojan horse. It's Hegelian. It's farce. It's malarkey. We don't even care about that. You know what I'm talking about? We need to come together and really press anybody that's out there saying that they trying to teach our babies and be like, when? What's popping? Like, when are we finna do this? Because at the end of the day, you know what I mean? We got to have this conversation. And if you in the way, we got to move you out the way, because the minute I bring school up, niggas is like, I don't know about that. That's not going to work. So the children of all backgrounds and nationalities don't know shit. I know the detrimental effects of being lied to as a fucking young whippersnapper, what it did to my mentality. Oh, you're African American. Okay. Well, guess what? This is History 101. You guys, salute to Q Butter. You guys happen to be slaves. You guys happen to be slaves. And to be honest with you, we don't have any records of you doing anything else but being a good slave. You know what I'm talking about? You niggas came on a boat, and you got off the boat and you picked some cotton, and you niggas got Jim Crowed and lynched and hung, and other than that, I don't know. You guys could dance and sing a little bit, And that fried chicken you niggas make, especially when it's the lady with the 2 elbows, that shit is fire. You know what I mean? But other than that, oh damn, what I must have been smoking. I took my Zoloft today. I forgot to mention that you niggas are 100 plus inventors. Hey, wait a minute. Hey, I forgot to mention that you niggas got pyramids. You niggas got pyramids, not just in Africa. You got pyramids all over. You was traders. You had the Silk Road. You was merchants. You was on them fucking 7 seas and whatnot. Oh, that was you was them niggas. They forgot to mention that part. They forgot to mention that part. So as a young, impressionable child, looking up to this old Jewish lady, feeling that whatever she said was the word of God, right? I'm like, you know, pour it on me. You know, let me know what's popping. Who am I? The fact that we got to go to school to find out who we are, that's a travesty in it of itself. But we put all our trust in these people and they completely spun us in circles. I learned about the Holocaust. I didn't ask to learn about that. That shit didn't benefit me none. I'm not going to Germany and I'm not a Nazi. So, well, you know what I mean? I learned about slavery. I learned about all of my leaders getting killed. But they never went into context. They never gave you the real context of why did this conflict take place? Why are these people acting like they hate my people? What is that about? Right? They never got into the context of that. So my thing is this: a false narrative of who you are will have you searching for yourself your whole life. You understand? When you look outside the window, we don't have to have a scientific breakdown. We don't have to have a debate. We don't have to sit around and figure out why niggas hate themselves. We don't. And it has nothing to do with your complexion or your melanin. You should love yourself based off the fact that your spacesuit is fucking lit and the shit is intricately wired to communicate with the sun, moon, and the stars. You should, you know what I mean? Like, you should wake up lit every day. Your melanin is popping. But when you were told in kindergarten and first and second grade that you are inferior, when you could feel the hatred coming from these people that don't look like you, when you were only given the innards of the pig to eat in so many different ways. I'm talking about the information that they give us is chitlins. The shit that they show us on TV is chitlins. The music that we listen to, the way that it's been downgraded, that's chitlins too. We are in a fucking chitlin circuit. So when you get fed all of that stuff, what is it going to produce? The hate, right? You give little infants, fucks everyone. That's Tupac's Thug Life. The hate you give little infants fucks everyone. So I got to look at shorties looking like Lil Wayne, looking at me all crazy in my face. I'm like, the hate you gave little, look at this, look at the trauma. I could see it. I got to look at these little niggas with face tats screwing me like I did something, like I made you ugly and whatnot. I don't got nothing to do with it. I didn't hit you with the ugly stick, nigga. You know what I mean? I'm not responsible for that. You know what I'm talking about? I gotta stare at people looking you up and down, sizing you up, and all of this stupid shit because they don't even have no love for themselves to this day. This, our whole, I'm talking about multiple generations. This shit spares no one at the end of the day. You got great grandma. I mean, everybody's slipping right now. I see it everywhere that I go. They got us completely inside out, upside down, out in these streets looking fucking crazy, my nigga. I promise you. And it's because of the initial, we were initially lied to. It started with the lie. Our foundation is built on a lie. We have nothing to stand on. We got nothing to stand on. What are you standing on? You standing on what truth? That Jesus took the wheel and got you here, my nigga? The only wheel is the wheel on the slave ship Jesus. That's the probably wheel that got a nigga here or not. Some people came on the ship, but some people was here. Some people was enslaved and some of your peoples had slaves. How about that? The Italians, the Irish, the British, a whole bunch of these Europeans was fucking slaves, my nigga. No, don't let nobody ever lie to you. Don't let them lie to you. They was in the cotton field picking boogers, picking cotton, picking sugar, picking all kind of shit, picking hemp, my nigga. It wasn't just you. They done lied to you. You don't know. They got us, I'm talking about they got the cat chasing its tail. This critical race theory shit is interesting and it's coming up and whatnot, but it's like I don't hear none of the celebrities, and I don't expect them to have the conversation because you know these motherfuckers are who they are, and if they have not proven themselves to you at this point, there's nothing that I could say to help navigate you through this murky waters, my nigga. They out here pushing jabs. Prior to that, they was out there pushing crack on you, coke, heroin, opiates. You know what I mean? They pushing black trauma through their music, through their TV series, the shit that 50 Cent keeps spinning out. That's all black trauma. That Jeff Bezos is on penis-shaped rocket ships trying to go into the atmosphere, and this nigga is still giving you power 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. He's still taking you back to the crack era. It don't make no sense. They pushing Jesus on you. You understand? They pushing Jesus on you. They pushing wokeness on you. They pushing rainbow coalitions on you. They pushing all kind of shit. They pushing sexual deviancy on you. That's what they responsible for. When we gonna line them up? They got blood on their hands. When we gonna line them up? You know what I'm talking about? Because when they pull up, niggas is on their knees. You know what I'm talking about? I seen it. I don't trust nobody when they around a celebrity. You play tough off the internet. When the minute they pull up, niggas is giving hand jobs out. I seen it, bro. Y'all can't fight the power of celebrity. You niggas is not immune to that. You know what I'm talking about? You talk tough, but when a celebrity pull up, niggas start clap. They start twerking. Real talk. They start twerking. I seen it with my own 2 eyes. And I see niggas twerk for D celebrities, not even A class, not even A-listers. These niggas is making it clap for D-listers, bro. So there's so much that needs to be taught that haven't been taught because we ain't been paying attention. And we are heavily distracted. They will block and censor and block out anybody with an iota of truth and put a goofy right in front of you and push the goofy so you could stay in your trauma. You could stay in victimhood consciousness. You could stay in a black and white world. You could stay in a black and white world where everything is just black and white. And it's not black and white. Yeah, men is the biggest groupies. I don't know if you sisters know that or not, but these niggas here. I'm a little pixelated. Well, I ain't gonna be here too long, so I don't, There's all kind of trauma taking place, right? And I don't got all the answers. I don't got all of the answers. I will not act like I do have all of the answers. I don't have all of the solutions, but I'm doing my damnness. I'm doing the best that I can with the resources that I have to keep digging and digging and digging. And I'm a good listener. I humble myself and I sit down and I learn. Shout out to Ross Ben. I saw a video that Ross Ben dropped the other day. It blew my top. It blew my mind. He was talking about the Rosicrucians and the chemical romance, the chemical wedding and whatnot. That shit is very deep. With the Mormons and all of that. Very deep information, y'all. I'm telling you, you don't know what you don't know. But if you knew what you don't know, you would have a greater understanding and understanding of what the hell is going on around you, because god damn it, we are at war, and we are at war. We are at war. And what is one of the quote unquote caveats of war? Deception. Yeah, Ifrita. That's the video. Go put Ras Ben and Ifrita in the search engine and go and watch that video that he did when he breaks it down. So we are being lied to. Lies will kill you. And in the middle of a war, a lie is more powerful than a bomb. The Israelis say that 90% of war is deception. We are being deceived on all fronts. Trust no one. Trust no one at the end of the day until you really know what it is. I'm not even getting to the spiritual shit because I got some smoke for the spiritual community in what is, in consciousness. That's a whole nother story. The energy vampires in this community, the charlatans in this community. It's crazy, y'all. But we are being deceived in ways that we we have to tap out of some of their platforms for a while. We gotta fall back and really just focus on a network that we can establish where we know the information is purified and we know the information is being vetted and we know the information is right and exact. You feel me? We need that. I mean, I voiced my frustrations on the Brother Richard show the other night, and I'm like, yo, I'm swimming through sludge at this point when it comes to just getting online. Like it's when I go on YouTube and I click on a subscription to try to watch a video to learn something, it's a sludge of toxic behaviors and negative it's a lot of lower vibrational negative energy. Shit, the way that they set my algorithm up on Instagram, who they decide that they want to show me, because I got 83,000 people on my feed, but I only see 800. I only see 800. And I don't like those. Out of those 800, I'm not feeling like 500 of them. So that shit get frustrating going through the gram. Like, this nigga's big cat, bro. Like, oh my goodness, not him again. You know what I mean? Not the Cap again, not Captain America. You know what I'm talking about? Like, I'm seeing people I'd really not feeling because I could see through them. I could see the cap. And that's all Instagram keeps shoving in my face. All of the cap, all of these cappers. I unfollowed like 2,000 people recently, and it still won't help. It still won't help. You know what I'm talking about? So the algorithm has us in an echo chamber. The algorithm is putting us in a fucking box, my niggas. So I'm like, nah, we need something better. I get tired of watching all of these pictures and whatnot. You could twerk, but so much. You feel me? I mean, that shit is becoming redundant. It's becoming redundant. I feel like Bill Murray and Groundhog Day. I feel like homie in the Truman Show. I feel like what's his name? Jim Carrey in the Truman Show. Everybody's watching Truman. I think that I'm watching something. I feel like everybody's watching me. What's so with Van Jones getting 100 million from Bezos? Yeah, he's a serial lap dancer. You know what I'm talking about? Whatever he did to get that 100 mil. You know what I'm talking about? I know that, you know what I mean? I know he was clapping cheeks or something. But where's Van Jones gonna put that 100 million? To niggas that cry on TV, that charity, you know what I mean? To bald head niggas that like to cry in the company of white folk, whatever charity that is, you know what I mean? He's gonna give it to the beta males of USA charity. I don't know. The Delta variant is growing. Yeah, it is. They said that's you niggas with the vaccination that got the Delta. Talking about unvaccinated people is, nigga, I ain't meet one unvaccinated person that went to the hospital in the last 20 years. Fuck is you talking about? Stop it. Stop it. You know? Yeah. Yeah, he could have put that towards that museum because that museum is needed right now. Yeah, you could watch it later. Of course, it's going to be on everybody's email. You will receive a video on demand, if not tonight, early in the morning. Because once we finish the lecture, we just got to wait for it to, the buffer, you know, that we got to wait for the shit to be prepared by Zoom, and then we send it out. We send it out. You know, we need a conscious intelligence. Yeah, we do, but it's 2021. If we don't have one by now, we not going to have one. It's already, the shit has been compromised. The compromising has taken place. I can't, who can you trust right now? Niggas is out here capping. Who can you trust? They clout chasing. This is the attention economy. Everybody want to like. Everybody want attention. Everybody want to be the man or the woman and whatnot. Who can you trust? Bezos told he told Van to do what you want to do with it. If somebody gave you $100 million, did that nigga cry? I did. I was watching the video. I didn't. He, out of all of the times when Van Jones cries, you get $100 million from a nigga who just came out of space in a penis, and you don't cry, nigga. You don't cry. He could. He wasn't even on cue. I would have let him flow. I would have let them shit start flowing. Oh my goodness, Jeff, you're so. Jeff, you shouldn't have. My goodness. I worked all of my life for this, Jeff. He wasn't, you know what I mean? He didn't put on no show. I was waiting for the tears to flow. I'm like, damn, nigga, what are you doing? You know what I'm talking about? What are you doing? You know? What if he was like, yo, I'm putting 10 million towards the Moore Science Temple of America, a black militia, the Black Museum, you know what I'm talking about? You know what I'm saying? Some more documentaries for my peoples. Fuck out of here. He's gonna fund the people that dress up, the people who cross dress and go and teach babies in libraries. That's who he's gonna put his money behind more than likely. You know what I mean? Van Exel. But anyway, I don't want to end this prematurely. You know what I'm talking about? I don't want to just, you know, hit and run. You know what I mean? I don't just want to hit and run. But I do have prior engagements. We have a lecture at 9 p.m. You know what I mean? And I have to be on time because these are people who paid to be in the building. Y'all go and listen to go listen to Kanye's album. Don't let me hold you and whatnot. If you're not gonna pull up, Kanye is streaming his album. Go check that out. You know what I'm talking about? And give us an update. But you know, if you pay for it now, can you watch it later? Does a fish swim? You know what I'm talking about? You know what I mean? Does a mouse squeak? Yes, you could watch it later, my good brother. As long as we have your email, you will receive a link of the lecture when we're finito with it. But I have a lot of information that I have to share tonight dealing with the quote unquote metaverse and the crypto universe. Crypto is not dead. Crypto ain't dead.
To this day. To this day.
What happened was, and I read an article weeks, maybe months ago, maybe 2 months ago, where I laid it out what they were finna do. The people with the money purposelessly tanked that shit so they could buy in on the clearance sale. All of the big investors that wanted to get on Bitcoin when it was 60 bands or whatever, and they was feeling a kind of way because it was too late for them to get in and they was counting their pennies, they helped shift the market to where it is now, to where it's like a bearish market, and they're buying up everything. It ain't dead, my niggas. Take advantage of the fact that it is a bearish market and clean up. You feel me? And it's not just about Bitcoin. Like I said, it's about the NFTs. They just came out when Space Jam 2 came out, they came out with 90,000 NFTs connected to Space Jam. That nigga LeBron is a billionaire right now. He's about to be on Fortnite. Ask your children, ask your little mans in them to play Fortnite. They got LeBron is a character on Fortnite. Jay-Z and them just sold the NFT for Reasonable Doubt. Dame Dash sold the NFT for Reasonable. NFTs is alive, my nigga, and it's thriving. I got so much news about so many moves that are being made. I need y'all to tap in. You know what I'm talking about? Especially y'all that are putting, their bet forward, especially the ones that are playing for the long game. This is the long game. You know what I mean? If you've been into anything dealing with finances and whatnot, it's never going to be rainbows in the sky all of the time. My nigga, sometimes it rains, sometimes it snows, and sometimes the sun comes out. It's 4 seasons in New York. You feel me? It's 4 seasons. So you got to prepare yourself for these seasons. When it gets slow, when shit just starts, when the hype dies down, it's still banned. It still moves to be made. Still moves to be made. Yeah, man is lit. Still moves to be made. So let's keep making these moves. You know what I'm saying? Let's keep making them moves. Why did the lesbian say that LeBron pimped her? Because you could get on the internet and say anything these days. Why did 100 women say what they said about Bill Cosby and a whole bunch of people? Like, you could get on the internet and say what you want, and you know that the blogs are gonna pick it up. That woman looked like she had a mental disorder. You know what I mean? I don't know. I'm looking into it, but I don't find any substantial proof to what it is that she's saying. When I go back and look at other things that she's been saying, she a little bit off of her fucking rockers to this day. You know what I mean? She a little loose. So I don't know. I'm not judging nobody. You know what I mean? If you got information, send it my way. You know what I'm talking about? But other than that, I'm about to check out. Love and light to the family. I appreciate every single one of y'all. I will be back Melanin Monday. We'll do an update on the class. I look forward to seeing some of the students in there tonight. Love and light to all of my KT aliens, my stream chasers, my KTL University students. We have Stream Chasers Academy. We're gonna roll that out. That's on the way. And then after that, KTL University is coming. And we also have what else is coming? We got another one coming. It's gonna be lit. You know what I'm talking about? It's gonna deal with the metaverse and whatnot. Know the Ledger Academy. So with that being said, I'm out of here. Peace and love to the family. All right. I'll catch y'all. Y'all be safe. Stay dangerous.